everyone, welcome to the channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with your this has been the understanding the human being comprehensively and your the human aspirations and its fulfillment. This has been the name of the subject. This has been the class of 7 here. We had done your lastly we had done your class 6 here, and we had completed your unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, and this is the first class of unit 4 that we have to start with it, and that has been the unit 4. It's your understanding coexistence with that with other orders as well, that what we have to discuss here. So on the same cases, understanding the coexistence with other orders, that what we have to discuss here. Before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. In the same cases for this, if I'm going ahead here in the detail, where this unit will discussing about in 3 parts. The first part will discuss about the need and process of inner evolution through the self exploration, self awareness and self evaluation. Second part will discuss about the particularly opening to the activities to the self-realization, understanding and the contemplations in the self-realization of coexistence. In part 3, we'll discuss about understanding the harmony in the nature of the contemplations of participation of human in this harmony, or leading of to comprehensive knowledge about the existence as well. So today we'll start discussing about part 1 of this, and that is the question that has been asked firstly is, what do you mean by the inner evaluation? So what do you mean by inner? That is your evolution. So what do you mean by inner evolution here? In this, that the inner evolution is the process to find out what is valuable to me by investigating within myself. What is right for me, true for me, has to be judged within myself. Through self-exploration we get the value of ourself. It is the process of focusing the attentions on ourself and our present beliefs and aspirations. Why that why I was like what we really want to be, that is to say what is naturally acceptable to us. If these two are the same, then there is no problem. And if on investigation we find that these two are not the same, then it means we are living with the contradictions of not being what we really want to be, and hence we need to resolve this contradiction, this conflict within us. It is a process of discovering that there is something innate, invariant and universal in all human beings. This enables us to look at our confusions and contradiction within and resolve them by becoming aware of our natural acceptance. For self-exploration, we need two aspects here. The first we have your aspects is natural acceptance. In terms of natural expectance here, there the natural expectance implies unconditional and total acceptance of the self, people and environment. It also refers to the absence of any exceptions from others. Once we fully and truly commit ourselves on the basis of the nature acceptance, we feel a holistic sense of inner harmony, tranquility and fulfillment as well. Second, we'll talk about the experiment, that is experiential validation. Second is, it is your experiential validation. In experiential validations here, that experiential validation is a process that infuses direct experiences with learning environment and content. It may be regarded as a philosophy and a methodology in which the direct experiences and focused reflections of the individual helps to increase knowledge, develop skills, and clarify values. Self explorations takes place in the selves and not the body as well. Now we'll talk about the another one which we have to discuss, and that has been the another question being asked, which is what are the need purpose of inner evaluation. So for that we have to discuss here. Need purpose of inner evolution, which is self exploration, that we have to discuss here. So in the same cases, we talk about it here in the detail about this, that the self exploration is the process to find out what is valuable to one, that is valuable to me by investigating within myself, and what is right for me, true for me, and has to be judged within myself. Through self exploration we get the value of ourself. The purpose of self exploration is, where the first we talk about it, that has been that it is a process, it is a process of dialogue between what you are and what you really want to be, that we have to talk about it. So in the same cases here, that it is a process of focusing attentions on ourselves and our present beliefs and aspirations, why what we really want to be, and that is to say what is naturally acceptable to us. If these two are the same, then there is no problem. If one investigation we find that these two are not the same, then it means we are living with this contradictions of not being what we really want to be, and hence we need to resolve this contradiction, this conflict within us as well. The second we have here is, that is, it is process of, it is a process of self evolution through self investigation. In the same, it successively enables us to evolve by bringing the gap between what we are and what to be, and hence the self exploration leads to our own improvement, our self evolution, or we will become qualitatively better here. Now we'll talk about the third one, which is we have on the same cases, that is, it is a process of knowing oneself. It is a process of knowing oneself, and through that knowing, the entire existence In the same cases here, that the exploration starts by asking simple question about ourself, which gives our clarity about our being, and then clarity about everything around us. We'll talk about the fourth one which we have, is that it is a process of recognizing. It is the process of recognizing one's relationship with every unit in existence and fulfilling it. Right. So in the same cases here, for this, that it is a process of becoming aware about our right relationship with other entities in existence, and through the discovering the interconnectedness, coexistence, and the other in entire existence, and living accordingly here. We'll talk about the next one, which is the fifth one here, and that is being, it is a process of knowing. It is the process of knowing human conduct, human character, and living accordingly. In this here, that is, it is a process of discovering the definiteness and definiteness of human conduct and human character, and enabling one to be the definite in thoughts, behaviors, and work as well. We'll talk about the sixth one here, which is being, it is a process of being in harmony in oneself and in harmony with entire existence. So it is a process of being in harmony in ourselves, in oneself, and in harmony with entire existence. So in the same cases, for this, for that this process of self exploration help us to be in harmony with ourselves and with everything around here. Now we'll talk about the seventh one, which is being here, that is for, it is a process of identifying. It is a process of identifying our innateness and moving towards self organization and self expression. In this here, that is being, this process of self exploration help us to identify our swatva, and through that acquiring the swatantrita and swarajya. Now we'll talk about the another one, which we'll have to talk about it here in the detail here, which has been the another question has been your, what is self exploration, its content and a process. So we'll discuss about it here in the detailed. Self exploration its content and process, that we have to talk about it. So for the same, for the self-exploration, we go ahead where the word self-exploration itself suggests that exploring within yourself, finding out what is important to us here, and with the same cases that is important for me, right for me, and true for me, that should be judged within myself only. And on the same cases, if I'm going ahead here in the detail, that is we have as follows. So with this, through self-exploration, we get the value of our, that is for our value for ourselves. Or we live with a different entirely, family, friends, air, soil, water, and trees, etc. And we want to understand our relationship with all these. For this, we need to start observing inside, and the main focus of self-exploration is myself, that is the human being. In terms of content of self-exploration, we talk about it. So we should design the content of self-exploration such that it can provide us the answers of different questions, such like desires or goal. In the same case, that means what is my human desires or goal, and what are my human basics aspirations, what do I really want to achieve in life. And same case for the program here, it means what is fulfilling my aspirations, my desires, etc. In short, the above two questions cover the whole domain of human aspiration and human endeavor. Thus, they form the content from the content of self-exploration as well. We talk about the process of self-exploration here. The process of self-exploration begins by presenting everything as a proposal, verification, realization, and understanding. Wherein this, that whatever is started is proposal, and verify it on your right, and don't verify based on the written document, just to, not try to justify based on others. Verify the proposals based on the natural acceptance here. In terms of it, we'll discuss about moreover related to this, which is in terms of mechanism. In terms of mechanism, we talk about it. Mechanism of self exploration in this, that if one can explore and understand the self in such a manner that she and he can perform at a large stage, then there are some mechanism to be identified. They are as follows. The first, we talk about the natural acceptance. Second is experimental, that experiential verifications is well here. Now we'll talk about further detailed here, that is we have to discuss about, briefly describe the process of self-exploration with the help of a diagram. So self-exploration, as I told you, process of self-exploration we'll discuss here. Process of self-exploration that we have to discuss here. In process of self exploration, with this, the process of self exploration is as follows. Like first of all, we have to keep in mind that whatever is being presented in a proposal, don't assume it to be true immediately, not reject it without proper exploration. Verify it in your own right, and on the basis of its being naturally acceptable to you. And then not just on the basis of the scriptures, not only the basis of the equipment, instrument, data, not on the basis of the assertion by the other human being. And therefore it is essential to carefully ponder over these on your own right. Neither accept these as true immediately, nor reject them permanently without proper exploration as well. Then what to do here, that of course you have to do, verify on the basis of your natural acceptance, live accordingly to validate it experimentally, experientially, and if the proposal is true in the behavior with human, it leads to the mutual happiness. And if the proposal is true in a work or with the rest of the nature, it leads to mutual prosperity. The process is to be, and but this process is not complete. It will be complete when the verification of the basis of natural acceptance and testing in our living, ultimately the result in realization and understanding in us. On having realization and understanding, we get assurance, satisfactions, and universality that applies to all the time and space and individual as well. Now we'll talk about it here for the same which we have to discuss there itself, and that is being from proposal to results in realization and understanding. We'll go ahead for the same here. On proposals, it will go to results in realization and understanding. Still go here. In terms of proposal, that is a process of self exploration. Proposal to results in realization and understanding, where that to verify on the basis of your natural acceptance. Results in realization understanding will test, that has been the assurance satisfactions universally, and in the same case for the universally, that applies to all time, space, and individual. And for living according to it, that behavior with the human leads to the mutual happiness, and work with the rest of the nature leads to the mutual prosperity. We keeping asking again and again, what is my nature? That has been your that what we have to go ahead. Now we'll discuss about the another one which has been the important as well, which is examples of self exploration. Give an example of self exploration with the help of a diagram and explain its benefits as well. So we'll discuss here, which is examples of self exploration. Examples of self exploration. So in terms of examples of self exploration here, which is that I used to go for a walk at night. Once I read that morning walk is more beneficial physically as well as mentally, I accepted it as a proposal and started going for walk in the morning. The second example, that I observed that the first week was difficult. I landed up sleeping around 10 to 12 hours per day and felt dull. In the second week, I started feeling comfortable and active. In the third week, I found that this habit energized me and I felt very healthy. This proposal was naturally acceptable to me to after process of self-exploration made me realize that it was a good one here. On the same cases for this, for the proposal that can be naturally accepted or should strive to live accordingly, and that try to live accordingly, that led to a behavior with human being or led to behavior with nature, and led behavior with a human being that should result in mutual happiness, and behavior with nature that should result in mutual prosperity. Mutual prosperity and mutual happiness is after some time is realization that becomes our understanding. This is a process of self-exploration. We'll talk about the benefits of self-exploration here. Benefits of self-exploration, that we have to talk about it. So the first benefit we have here is to be as follows, that is to clarify our goals. It helps for better developing and understanding, helps in self management, stress management, and add strengths to our decision as well, where liberates our our creativity, leads to the value-based conduct and order in society, aids in making transitions as well. Now we'll discuss about the another one which we talk about, that is being the another question is, what is the state of self-exploration today? State of self exploration today, that we have to talk about it. State of self exploration today, we have to talk about here. View that the state today is not very good. This is because most people do not know what they basically aspires for and are confused, thus everything else around them also reflects the confusion as well. Most people do not correctly evaluate their beliefs and just simply become stubborn and about them. In times of conflict, instead of resolving the problems, most people just make various justifications to defend their beliefs. In this way, they end up cheating not only the other but themselves as well. So it is important for the people to start evaluating their beliefs and assumptions. Verifying what is accepted blindly by us is a way out of the state that we are currently in here. On the same cases, with next we'll talk about it, that has been the characteristics of natural acceptance here. Characteristics of natural acceptance that we have to discuss here. In characteristics of natural acceptance here, this it does not change with time, it remains invariant with time. They are easily verified this based on example or our acceptance for the trust or the respect. It does not change with age. People 100 years ago also have the same natural acceptance for the trust and respect. It does not depend on the place, whether you are at any place in any country. Your natural acceptance will give you the same answer for your queries. It does not depend on your past conditioning. Our natural acceptance for anything that does not change. For example, that if they tell us that disrespect and any other religion, but when we are question our deep inner self, that the answer will always be the different from is told by a preached to us. It is also present within us, our likes, dislikes, wishes, etc., that may be differ from one another, but our national acceptance at the basic level has some common issues like need for happiness, respect, truth, and prosperity as well. So here we'll be ending it up only, and that we'll discuss here the next the rest of the topics that what we have to discuss here is in the next coming class, and which has been the important one as well. So we'll discuss that in the next coming class. And before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share, and subscribe our channel so that many maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than this, we had done your sociology and software engineering, and we had done your chemistry, which is we had done your unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8, unit 9, and conversions, logarithms, antilogs, as well as we had done your elements, symbols, atomic numbers, and molar masses as well. After talking about that, we had done your quantitative aptitude. In quantitative aptitude, we had started with arithmetical ability, where we had done operations on numbers, SCF and LCM of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots, and cube roots. Then we had done your problems on numbers, problems on ages, sorts and indices, averages, and then we had done your percentage. That has been the 10th topic of the sessions as well in quantitative aptitude. Talking about the reasoning, where we had this has been divided into two, which has been the verbal reasoning and the non-verbal reasoning. In verbal reasoning, we had done your general mental ability and the logic reasoning, and in non-verbal reasoning, we had done your series and logic classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completion of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, rule detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dies. And now we'll have to start discussing about dot situation as well in the next coming class. And after that, we are dealing with the DBMS, where we are dealing with the different types of ER diagram here. That has been important for you as well, and what is required for you. Now talking about this, coming to this subject, this has been the understanding the human being comprehensively, human aspirations and fulfillment, where we had completed unit 1 there. That has been the introduction, which is the basic human aspirations and the fulfillment through the right understanding, and the that is resolutions, all encompassing the resolution for the human being, its detail and solutions of the problems in the light of the resolution as well. Unit 2 we had completed, that is the understanding the human beings and its expansion, where we had completed the domain of the right understanding starts from understanding the human being, then knower, the experiencer, and the doer, and that extends up to the understanding the nature existence in its connectedness, interconnectedness, and the coexistence, and finally understanding the role of the human being in existence, human conduct. Unit 3 is your activities of the self, where we had completed the understanding the human being comprehensively is the first step on the core theme of this process, and human being as a coexistence of the self as the body, activities that are potentialities of the self, reasons for harmony, contradictions in the self as well. Unit 4 we have to cover up, that has been the understanding the coexistence with other orders, that has been the need and the process of inner evaluation through self-exploration, self-awareness and self-evaluation, particularly occurring to the activities of the self-realization, understanding and that is your contemplation in the self-realization of coexistence, understanding the harmony in nature and completion, that is your contemplations of participations of human in this harmony order, leading to the comprehensively knowledge about the existence as well. In the same cases we had talked about it, that has been your which has been your unit 5, which has been the expansions of harmony from the self to entire existence, where we have to cover up the understanding the different aspects of all, the encompassing the resolution, understanding wisdom, science, etc. Holistic way of the living for human being, with all encompassing the resolution covering for all four dimensions of human endeavor, that is realization, thoughts, behavior and work, participation in larger order, leading to the harmony at all the levels for the self to nature and entire existence. And we have to talk about the short questions as well. So here we'll be ending it up. It's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. So thank you, hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on a comment box, and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Please go ahead with subscribe button, and please like, share and share and those videos that has been important to your friends, colleagues and that the person you know. Thank you, hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion in the comment box. Thank you.